Boys and girls, welcome to Club Evil. I'm Evil Dick.
Evil Dick! Evil.
You're a devil in disguise is what you are. You're burning me on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. Why do they think that God gives a crap about what goes on in that house? And why do they think that he's going to part the Red Sea for them to the promised land? Didn't you watch last season? What they didn't show last season was me in the diary room praying to my God, Fred.
Like some young, tiny, small spaces. Evil Dick. These little gooey telltale.
Are you taking the cameras off of me?
Evil Dick.
Okay, and welcome back to another Dick at Night. This evening we have the lovely 1980. What year was that? Penthouse Pet of the Year.
Three.
Oh, 83, 83. That was like 2 years after I graduated high school, and I thought I was old.
Okay.
Sheila Kennedy from Big Brother 9. We all love her. We all know her, and we all remember that her Till Death Do Us Part was Adam the drug dealer winner from Big Brother 9. And we were just talking about we all believe that he keistered some cocaine into the Big Brother house when he was on the show, because I've never seen anyone on cocaine doing diary rooms before Big Brother 9. There you go. And speaking of which, Adam, who was the bacon eating Tori Spelling Cherry
graduates. Hey, you said I couldn't talk about Tori, and you started talking about Tori even before I trained him. No
Tori Spelling. There's no Tori Spelling allowed. There's no bacon allowed. We're just talking about Big Brother 14 and.
Well, then what am I doing here? Say it.
Well, I ask myself that all the time. Adam from Big Brother 13 and all the way from Belgium, from Ghent, Belgium. Winner of Big Brother 4, the sassy June Songs, who I just told I'm going to rewatch her season because I have forgotten a lot of her season, and I need to go back on that and rewatch that.
You should. You should.
I want to remind everyone this weekend, actually I'm leaving tomorrow early, to Celebration, Florida, where there is a reality get-together charity event for Give Kids the World, which is basically the place that the kids stay when they are doing their Make-A-Wish going to Disney World, which is an awesome deal. I've met some kids at Disney World that were doing the Make-A-Wish thing. I'm still in touch with them. What they do is an unbelievable, great thing. So I'll be out there this next weekend. What the hell day is today? Today's
Sunday.
Oh, tomorrow's Monday. The next weekend, Thursday night, I'll be getting into the hotel for that. But I'll be in Florida for a couple weeks, so maybe I'll catch you somewhere. Anyhow, I wanted to mention that. Before we even get started, I have a special message from Scott Baio to Sheila Kennedy. Scott's a friend of mine. He wanted to give you a video message, so can we roll that video message for Sheila Kennedy? Look how excited she is.
Hey, yo, Big She. Dick here gave me a chance to say hello, and I just wanted to say I really, really miss you. All those crazy times we had with the machete getting through that gigantic bush of yours back in the 80s. And I do have to say that I was kind of upset the way you busted in on my reality show, Scott Baio, 96 and single. But all's forgiven, and if you want to come back and go out for a little hanky-panky, just let me know. Yeah, wasn't that my ripoff of the Fonz back in Happy Days? And remember, I was the one that dated Pamela Anderson before Tommy Lee fucked up her vagina with his gigantic cock. Anyhow, you got my number. Give me a call. Hey!
And that was Scott Baio's message to Sheila, who Sheila did date Scott Baio back before. Was that before or after he dated Pamela Anderson?
Before.
Before.
He was dating us
before.
both at the same time. Let's just put it that way.
And
before.
if you did hear him, he said that, he was dating Pamela Anderson before Tommy Lee ruined her vagina with his giant cock. So,
Yeah.
No, Dick, that was yours.
I never dated Pamela Anderson. I wasn't in those
come
circles.
on.
I'm sorry. I met her one time. I was very surprised at how little she was. She's like, I don't even think is she barely over 5 feet? She's like 5'1", 5'2", 4'11", something like that. I think she's barely bigger than June.
You just wait to do weapons all the time.
Me so tiny.
She's skinny as a rail and has these giant bolt-on boobs. And
yeah, how does she not fall over when she walks? It's some.
Yeah.
Those springs for legs. She was with Courtney Love at the Malibu Inn. I was seeing a band there. My friends in this tribute band called No Duh. It's a tribute band to No Doubt. And her and Courtney Love happened to be there. And Courtney looked horrible. She had like this kind of thing going on. It was like
when did she ever
here.
look good, though? Come on. When did she ever look good?
It was quite a long time ago. And she's actually like losing her mind now. Anyhow, we're not talking about that. We're getting on. And speaking of nutcases, let's talk about Britney. As we're speaking of nutcases. Britney started all this bullshit. We're going to get into the details of Willie and all that. But Britney started all of this with Willie. Like telling him and egging him on about the coaches were going to come into the game and all of this shit. And she's up in the HOH. And she's saying to him what a bitch Janelle is. And, how she can't stand Janelle because she tried to be friends with Janelle. And Janelle didn't want to be friends with her. Hold on. If I had a wonky eye, I'd be pointing that way. We had Britney and Willie last week in the HOH. Sheila, did you win an HOH your season?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did. You had what? Natalie,
I think that was the best
Natalie gave you the HOH. It was a deal with you and Natalie. And then come on. You turned, you made a deal. I was in that glass house for 3 hours. Don't you do that to me. Oh, 3 hours. You're talking to the motherfucker that held onto the key for almost 8 hours in the freezing cold water. You're in a glass house for 8 hours. But you guys made a deal, and Natalie...
Breaking up.
She's calling her tech guy. But you made a deal. She basically got you wouldn't nominate her, and you not only nominated her, but got her out of the house. She pulled a Dan before Dan was even on the show.
Whatever it is.
Are you with us, Sheila? Sheila's somewhere else.
Back on.
But you're breaking up.
I hate when that happens.
Dick?
Yes?
Do I just call him?
Big C, try going out of the room and coming back. Don't worry. She's trying to look good. June, and what about, I know that Adam never won anything, right?
No. Oh, yeah, he won
Wait, me or the other Adam?
No, you, Adam.
I won 2 vetoes. I won an HOH. Come on.
Oh, stop! Really? I must be blanking this out. I'm like desperately trying to blank out of my mind.
You're going to.
He won a visit from Tori.
No, actually, Rachel got that for me. Thank you, Rachel.
That was. I can't even. She brought up Tori. We're gonna have to end this very soon. I can't.
No, but he won a visit from Tori Spelling.
And she promised to name her kid after him, and then reneged on the deal.
Well, no. She said if it was a boy, and she had a girl, and she's pregnant again, and she told me again, if this one's a boy, she's gonna name it Adam. So we'll see what happens.
Now, what she told me was it really was a boy, but she didn't want to name it Adam so bad she had to cut his penis off and make it a girl.
Well, Well, you could always name him Dean.
Yeah.
D. Huh?
Dean.
Dean,
That's my
her
southern
husband.
accent. Dean. Her husband. Corey's
What the hell does
husband.
that have to
Dean.
do with Adam?
It has a lot to do with Adam.
No, hey, I'm
very
taken.
confused.
She's taken. We're fine. We're just friends.
Oh, yeah, you would have dropped Farrah like a hot potato if Tori said she was going to jump up and down on your penis.
You know, Farrah has already known that. If Tori ever said, Adam, I want you, I'm leaving Dean, Farrah's out the door. He knows that. We're cool with that. But we have the same agreement with Hugh Jackman. If Hugh Jackman said, Farrah, I want you, she would leave me in a heartbeat. So, but that's it. We don't have a list of 3.
No way.
It's only one. Only one.
No, my husband and I have a deal that we don't leave. We just bring them into the circle.
I like that. I love that.
No need to
Why
leave. Yeah,
and
Farrah's a
Adam
nanny for you.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, I've talked to Farrah. Adam is lying because their deal is not with Hugh Jackman. Their deal is with Freddy Krueger. Okay, if Freddy Krueger comes available, she would rather fuck Freddy Krueger than Adam. Okay?
Touche.
Zing! As we say in the Zing Bot 3000 or whatever the hell that is. Okay. Willie was
Back
up
to
in
Britney.
the HOH. Well, back to Britney, back Willie, back to this disaster that is a coach and is a player. 2-1, 1-2, however you want to take it. Willie sat up in the HOH like King Willie. He never came out of the HOH but to go smoke and eat Fruit Loops, right? I mean, he would send people like the peasants, can you go get so-and-so to come up here and talk to me? What the fuck is that bullshit?
Dude, he obviously never watched Big Brother before because he did not realize that your HOH is only 1 week. Your HOH is 1 week, and you need to do what you have to do to keep yourself safe next week. And he did not do that. He sat up there like king shit. So
he thought he had the game won in the 3rd day. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, you're right.
He's telling
you gotta play
you're
week to
going to win
week.
it next week. I'm going to win it the week after that. Then you're going to win it. And I'm sitting there going, is this guy an idiot? I go, how's this shit goes? It's the most unlikely person's going to win HOH. And guess what happened? The motherfucker that he had on the block wins HOH and was going to put his ass on the block, but we didn't even get that far. Go ahead, Sheila. Big She.
It reminds me of Brian Hart. Remember Brian Hart? He was the same way.
Yes. He played too hard, too fast.
Too fast. He kept saying, oh, you're safe this week. Oh, yeah, I got your back. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to evict you. Like, not even one HOH. Like,
Willie didn't even win HOH. Britney gave Willie the HOH because they were going to evict Willie because he was Russell's brother. So all of the mentors came together and they go, let's evict this motherfucker. That's why he was like the last picked. It was him and Kalia 2.0 were the last ones on the playground to get picked. They're like, oh man, am I going to be the last one again? Nobody likes me. And he's the last one picked. They wanted his ass out. And he didn't even win that HOH. And he's just acting like, I'm looking for something to wear as a crown. I don't have anything here. Dustin stole the crown.
He was the last. No, he was the last of the potential guys that had any potential to win physical competitions. The last ones were Kalia, Joe, and someone else.
Look,
but Willie's
her name
the
is
last
Jody.
of the guys.
Her name is Jody. Give her credit. Her name is
What did I
Jody.
say?
Don't call. You call her Kalia. Don't call her Kalia.
But come on now, didn't she look like Kalia? I mean, I think that they
Did I
were like...
really say that?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I even started laughing.
Sorry.
So,
but anyway.
Willie's head just got gigantic. He thought he had the game won. And then here comes reality when Frank wins HOH. And that's when everything starts falling apart. I want to take like a little side. I'm going to go to the side. What's everyone's opinion on Ashley? Let's start with Sheila. Go ahead, Big She. What do you think of Ashley?
my fake husband Okay, my fake husband wants to say something. He really likes Ashley, but I mean, when they were seeing, is it Kara, the Playmate of the year? Kara? She went in the diary room and Julie Chen said, "So who do you evict, Ashley?" And she goes, "I evict Kara." And I'm just like, really? Like, why can't you just talk? Like, just say something normal. Like, okay, I evict Kara. So I don't know. I mean, John loves her. My fake husband loves her. You know,
he's one of these guys that, you know, and his tits, and he likes her tits.
Oh, maybe.
I like the fact that she looks like she's high 24/7.
He says he likes the fact that she looks high.
A lot of people do say she looks like she's high 24/7. June, you're going to be last. Adam, what do you think of Ashley? What's your take on her?
Yeah, I love her. I think she's hysterical. I love
Why
the little
does that not
showmance.
surprise me at all?
I love the little showmance with her and Ian. I think that's adorable.
Oh, God.
Come on.
It's not a showmance. It's a gross mance. Okay? It's not real. It's kind of disgusting.
Thanks, Dave.
But no, Ashley, I think she's a lot smarter than she comes off. She does know what she's doing in the game.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's just playing stupid. And you know what? In that house, sometimes you got to do that.
I think she. Oh, well, I'll go last. June, you're next. You go. Go. I know. Take it away.
I think Adam likes Ashley because Ashley's had as much work done as Tori Spelling has had. But
I don't stay in. I'm not staying in as you guys started.
But no, as far as Ashley goes, as far as Ashley goes, I think she's playing a really good game. She's laying low and she's like playing harmless and stupid, and she does know the game. She's been watching the game, and she's trying to be Jordan 2.0, but she's not. She's not. But we have to give her more credit because I think they're not showing us her diary room sessions in which she may be actually talking about her gameplay. I don't think she's as stupid as she's showing herself to be.
She's playing now.
See,
or CBS is making her look.
I do think she's as stupid as she's showing. I think that Howie, I wrote this on Twitter last night, I think she is the ultimate Jedi mind trick. Because anyone that talks to her, she agrees with them, and she believes what they're saying. And then the next person, and the next person. And I think that if Howie was in the house, Howie would just say, right in the middle of the live show, he would go, "Ashley, you need to suck my dick right now. I need to suck Howie's dick right now, Julie. I'm sorry, I'll be right back." And
see, no, I think she would tell him. I think she would tell him like, "Oh, my back hurts. I need to go take some medication and then pass out and go to sleep." Because that's how she would get out of it. I think she's a lot smarter than we give her credit for.
Now, don't forget, this is also the woman that is under contract to do some porn S&M that bailed out on it and is being sued for like a $200,000 or something?
No, it's like 800. 800.
Yeah.
Oh, 800.
Yeah, me and Adam are up on the shit. Me and Adam know what's up.
Even if she wins Big Brother.
Look at Sheila's face. She's shocked right now. She's like, how did she get an $800,000 contract for S&M? Why didn't that come my way?
So even if she wins Big Brother, she's not going to be able to afford it.
What was that, Sheila?
I've never done porn, and I'm not starting today doing MILF and cougar stuff, okay? I've been offered.
Oh, hold on. When you did Penthouse, what did you use for your insertion picture?
What?
Didn't they have an item?
Anything. That's
oh, okay. That must have came down later. Okay, I'm sorry.
We weren't allowed to insert anything into our vaginas or our asses. So.
I actually proved
you were in Hustler.
Oh, that's right. I was in Hustler. As a matter of fact,
you were in Hustler. It's a great article.
I have it. It's in the next room. I'll run and get it in a second when I'm playing the next clip, and I'll show everyone. Okay, went over Ashley. Okay. Who should I throw this one to? Adam for the comedy or June because she'll rip it apart? I'm going with June on this one. I'm going to throw this to you. I'm going to run and get my hustler, but I'll be right back. But let's talk about Boogie and Frank's lame-ass motherfucking diary room like he's in there with Dr. Bill again. I'll be right back. Take it away.
I think he was talking to you. What do you think
Yeah,
of the...
I know.
Oh.
I'm stalling. I'm totally over it. Everyone's trying to do that shit. There's only one shit. It's with Dr. Will and unfortunately Boogie. It's bullshit. I'm so over it. I mean, seriously. It's
Did anyone enjoy this diary room?
No.
Exactly.
No.
No. Oh, even Adam didn't enjoy it. Sheila, did you enjoy this?
No, I thought it was stupid. But then I think Dr. Will is probably one of the best players ever. So he could do no wrong.
I mean, it was along the lines of like the whole Rachel and Jordan like forcing that Jorchel shit and like get the one person at a time in the diary room, please. One person at a time.
I have the diary room with Boogie. I want to show. Here's my hustler. Oh, it is.
Is that Michelle from my season?
No. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and these guys were cool as shit. I actually met the chick that was on the cover of this Hustler magazine out at the Bunny Ranch for Dennis. What the hell's his name again? Why am I forgetting his name? For Dennis's birthday, the owner of the Bunny Ranch.
What were you doing at the Bunny Ranch there, Dick?
I was out there for his birthday. I wanted to check it out. I thought it was going to be very interesting, and it really was. Here's the. I mean, they did that.
Nice.
Hold on.
The infamous Dick.
Even my mother, who's a minister, has one of these tacked up in her house. Has a Hustler magazine tacked up in her house.
That's so cute.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. Those guys were really cool. I had a great time with them. Let's go, Fetus. Let's roll. This is an exclusive. Handed over to me from one of the producers on Big Brother. Not shown anywhere. Boogie's diary room. Let's go. Roll that.
I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest Big Brother player that's ever played. Didn't you see me in All-Stars? I won All-Stars. I didn't win against any nobodies. I won against the greatest players ever. Well, I don't know why I was in there. I had no business being in All-Stars. Dr. Wills just dragged me along. But didn't you see me playing against Howie, one of the greatest players ever? Didn't you see me play against Kaiser, one of the greatest players ever? Didn't you see me playing against Jace? One of the greatest players ever. Didn't you see me playing against Chicken George? One of the greatest players ever. Oh my God, I can't even say that with a straight face myself. Hold on, let me catch my breath. By the way, my outfit is sponsored by Popsicle, orange flavor. Yeah, I just wanted to get that in there. Ian's my boy, my little boy.
And that was it. Oh, and we got another Scott Bale's
back. Hey.
Oh my God, Sheila, he's like obsessed with you. He keeps coming back.
That's right, Sheila. He is obsessed with you. But Boogie had some good things to say there. He was proving a point that he is the best player ever to play Big Brother because of he said that who did he? Those nobodies in season 10.
Amateurs.
He pointed out the amateurs. You're right, but he did point out all of the great players that he beat in All Stars. He pointed out Chicken George, but he couldn't even stop laughing when he said Chicken George. He pointed out that he would beat Jace, that he beat Kaser, that he beat Howie. All of these All-Stars that are the best players to ever play the game. He beat them. That's why he's the best Big Brother player ever. And did you notice his shirt? Where's Uncle Jerry?
I love the shirt. Love the shirt. I love Jerry.
Do you know about the whole uncle thing, Adam, or are you kind of out of the loop?
I thought that was referring to Jerry season 10, but
Well, it
don't
kind
know
of
the
was,
uncle.
but it was also crossing over into the Craigslist uncle. Adam, I'm going to suggest. He seems very lost. I'm going to suggest Adam Google Mike Boogie and Craigslist and uncle, and I'm sure something will come up for you that will fill you in.
I'll do that as soon as I get home tonight.
Look at that!
I know
look
he
at the
will.
face that Sheila, what's going on underneath your desk over there? Is your fake husband going down on you, or what?
I'm thinking, I'm going to have some alcohol. This is just too, it's just so gross. I know about Uncle Jerry, and it's gross, okay? Go Google it, Adam. I don't like it.
Or don't, and use your imagination.
I need to see the proof. The proof is in the pudding.
Is it really, or is it a pork rinds? Which is it?
We haven't even got to the pork rinds yet. What the hell time did we start this thing? I think we're about 35 minutes in. Fetus, do you have a time for me? 25. Oh my God, this is going too slow. This is almost as slow as the Big Brother episode tonight. What was that bullshit? Did anyone want to see the Ian date? Did anyone want to see?
No.
I did. Yes.
Why does this not surprise me?
Adam.
It was a week old. It was
That was one thing that did piss me off, that they showed something that happened last week and it looked like it was this week. But come on, it was adorable. I mean, Ian is living his dream. I lived my dream last year. Ian's been wanting to get on Big Brother since he was 10 years old. He's in the Big Brother house. He's having fun. And let him have a date with a beautiful girl. He's never dated a beautiful girl before, so good for him.
He had it. We don't need to see it a week later.
Okay, let me correct this right now. That's not a date. A date, there's always a possibility that you could get laid at the end of this. Ian had no possibility whatsoever of not just getting laid at the end of this date, but probably in the next 20 years. The guy will be very successful in life, but I will be surprised if he doesn't go past that 40-year-old mark as a virgin. And we all know, okay?
You never know. Did Cochran get laid afterwards?
Well, he's going to make a lot of money, so I'm sure that he's,
I'd rather see that Showmance bloom than the Shane Danielle one, because the Shane Danielle one, that makes me sick. I'd rather see Ian and Ashley.
That's not gonna bloom. Shane is gay. Shane's not even into girls.
Hold on just a second. Hold the phones. June said it. And you just tripped us off in my mind. I even made a note of it in here somewhere. Shane, what the hell was Shane wearing during the big blowout? He's wearing like a woman's tank top.
But that was leftover from the competition.
That was from the first competition, the bed competition. That's what he was, right? I think they were wearing that.
I thought it was from the coaches competition.
The rap competition when they were all dressed like gangster rappers. He's dressed like a woman.
Maybe not.
Did I miss something here?
Why are they allowed to wear things on their shirts? In our seasons, we weren't allowed to do anything. We had.
Who's wearing anything? Who?
Frank's got this shirt that says Julie Chen's my homegirl. I mean, are you kidding me? I wasn't allowed to wear any shirts. They took all my Victoria's Secret shirts away from me.
Those are brand names. Just calm down.
Yeah.
You have to remember that
those
I'm the only one that wore any suicidal tendencies, cat house, and shit like that.
And I wanted to steal that shirt when you left, but I thought that would be in bad taste.
Dude, that shirt would never have fit you in 100 years. I know you've lost 250 pounds. And as a matter of fact, if I had a picture of Adam, the before and after, I mean, this guy could have won The Biggest Loser. And
that's what I should have done. Thank you.
I mean this in all sincerity. I make fun of you.
I lost weight
rip
before
on
the show.
you, but you lost what, 150 pounds?
120 total.
Okay,
I was 330 and I got down to 210.
My producer, Fetus, how much weight have you lost, Fetus? Go ahead and chime in here. We got between the two of you, you've lost more weight than I am.
Well, that's not saying a lot, Dick.
Yeah.
It's probably okay. I'll go so far as to say you've lost me and June in weight. The two.
That was June's pregnancy weight, right?
No. This is June's now weight, not June's Big Brother 4 at the end of the season weight.
Oh. Okay.
See?
You look great. I don't know what you look like before, but you look amazing.
Sheila, we're just pointing out that on June's season, she's the only person that they've ever put a weight gain montage together of anyone.
Is that right?
Where, June gained quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
How much did you gain in the house?
I think like 17 pounds in 3 months.
But for a woman your size, that's very noticeable.
Yeah, no, it is than it was. I couldn't fit into anything.
You went on slot.
There was no
peanut butter.
Peanut butter,
Yeah, you guys
and jelly back there. Pay attention.
Old school.
That would have blown up. I love peanut butter. I freaking love it. That wouldn't have been punishment.
Since we did
that's all you can have.
Since we just saw the Boogie Diary Room, I'm going to go around the horn here. Since I'm not done, quite done making fun of him. Is there something wrong with Boogie's head, or is it the hats he's putting on his head? Because something is not jiving between the hats and his head. His fashion sense. I heard that Marcellus is now his stylist. I'm not buying it though. Marcellus, can you let us know if this is true or not?
No, I don't believe that's true.
Okay, I'm lying.
I mean, Dick, how old is Boogie now? I just think he's
43.
42. 43.
Well, no, he just turned 43. He turned 43 last week. And his age, sir, is just a lot of drugs and stress.
As you get old, the head shrinks.
But he's just looking odd, man. He's looking odd. He's getting the jowls coming down here. His head's like weird. His ears are getting bigger. His nose is hooking on. I don't know what the hell's going on with Boogie.
Poor Boogie.
And I'm not just like making fun, but I'm not the only one saying this. Am I wrong about this?
No, he looks weird.
He looks like a Keebler elf.
He looks like a hobbit.
Yeah, I'm not thinking the Chilltown hat. Why is he wearing a Chilltown hat? Chilltown is not there. He wants to live off Chilltown for the rest of his life. That's why remember the first episode he asked Dan. You want to ask Dan? You want to will it up?
About Chilltown? I want to make a Chilltown statement.
Okay.
Chilltown was not Dr. Will and Boogie. It was Dr. Will, Boogie, and Shannon. Am I wrong? Shannon who brushed the toilet with Hardy's toothbrush.
Right.
Shannon lasted a lot longer in that season than Boogie ever did. Boogie was out fourth. Boogie had no business being in All-Stars. Every person here knows that that's the truth. The only reason he was in All-Stars is Dr. Will said, I won't do it without him. That's the only reason. Boogie rode Dr. Will's coattails like Adam rides a $5 whore with philosophy in order to get to the finals and win All-Stars. I'm just going to say it was Adam and Sheila's season, even though I'm lying.
Adam's like, wait, it was $10.
Yeah, I'm going to be connected to this screen.
Forever.
Yeah, you're going to be connected to the Oxycontin dealer forever.
Till death do you part, Sheila. Till death do you part.
You know what was so funny is I was ripping on Parker the other day on Twitter, and I was going to say Parker couldn't even get laid in a whorehouse, but what it ended up saying was Parker couldn't even get laid in the Big Brother 9 house, which I think is there's a little more sex going on in an actual whorehouse. Okay. There was more bodily fluids flying around that place than a Tijuana whorehouse.
He said that he wouldn't disrespect his family that way, though, by having sex in the Big Brother house.
I heard that's the reason that Neil went running out of the house was Parker was hitting on him.
Oh, poor Parker.
I Parker. I'm good friends with Parker. He's a good guy. We go around on Twitter because he likes me. He ends up getting followers that way. So let's go and can we rate the coaches? Let's give the coaches should it be a 1 through 5 star rating? Okay, and I'm going to go around the horn. We're going to hit every one of the coaches because the coaches in this season, to me, are much more interesting than these people playing. So, they get more airtime too. What the hell's up with that? They're more interesting. The whole CBS show. Yeah, the whole CBS show is the coaches. They barely focus on the people. I'm disappointed about that. Thumbs down to CBS. Danielle is a waste of space. There's so many people that are just. The Adam of this year. Oh, sorry, Adam. Let's go around the horn. Number 3. Also, Sheila was number 3. It's nothing to brag about. So was Jerry. Zach.
Fucking hard to get the final 3.
Yes, it is.
That's what Jerry said. Who was the third one in your season? Who was the third one in your season?
Robert. Fucking Robert.
Oh, okay. Fucking Robert. Who was the third one in my season? Zach. Who didn't do shit. So, third place isn't a good place to be. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, rating the coaches 1 star to 5 stars, and give me just a quick reasoning. And we're gonna go around the horn. Britney's first. Sheila, go.
Britney. I'm gonna say 3. I don't really care for Britney. I didn't like her season, so it's like, I don't know. I just didn't think she deserved to be in that spot as a coach. Dan.
But what about as a coach?
Hold on, we're not to Dan yet. We're doing Britney first. No. As a coach, pay attention. We're rating the coaches with a 1 to 5 stars.
Oh, then I'm going to give her a 2.
You gave her a 3? That's okay. Oh, a 2. Okay, now you're changing it. That's fine. 2. All right.
Yeah,
June.
2.
And
2.
Reasoning?
Because when shit's going well, she's very good at getting their morale up. But then when shit's going bad, she's just fucking annoying and a whiny bitch. So.
She's always an annoying whiny bitch. Adam, what's your star rating for Britney?
I would give her a 3. I think she actually I think she did try to get Willie to calm down, but Willie was just such a hothead that by her beating him over the head with it, that just made it worse for her. She should have just said, "Hey, chill out, relax, let it go." But she got so caught up in it. But hey, I think she's trying really hard, Shane and JoJo. So I'll give her a 3.
Okay, my rating for Britney in a 1 to 5 star scale is I'm going to give her 1 wonky eye. I think she's doing an absolutely shit job. She's a terrible coach. She was a terrible player. I don't like her. She's a catty bitch. If either you're talking shit about other people with her or she's talking shit about you. Just like she was with Janelle early. And when Janelle didn't want to be her friend, then she's going to talk shit about Janelle, which she did for 4 days in the HOH with Willie. I think that she was the beginning of Willie's demise, telling him about the coaches coming into the game. She said that she was going to tell everyone. Then she backed out, and she had him tell everyone. And that's why that was the beginning. Well, there was more. She told
Willie not to have that house meeting, but he did it anyway. So you can't blame her for trying. But Willie was just off the hook.
She should have kept her fucking mouth closed.
But wait a minute, she got all that shit started too towards Willie. She went and told other players that Willie was talking shit. That's it's one of her teammates. She
takes zero responsibility, and she was egging him on the whole time. She's egging him on. I think she's an absolutely horrible coach. Let's go the second one. Sheila, Dan, 1 to 5 stars, and why? Quickly.
I'm gonna give him a 4. I wish I could give Dan a 5 because I love Dan. I know in real life that he's a coach. But he was, I'm going to say this, and I hate to say this because I really, really do love Dan, but I think he was thinking with his penis when he chose his teammates.
I've said that a number of times.
Really hot women, and you know what? They're all going off. They're all breaking off like flies. Like they're just, everyone are getting knocked off. Like it's like a domino effect. Right? Yeah,
June,
then,
what do you think?
Course,
Hold on, you're cut off. June, next.
Dan gets life coaching and football coaching. He gets how many stars he wants. But for BB coaching, he gets a 1.
Okay, that's very acceptable. Adam, what do you think about Dan's coaching abilities?
I'm actually going to give him a 0. I think he's done a horrible job. He picked a team. He told Kara not to campaign. He waited till the last minute to have her start campaigning. You're on the block. You got to start working for those votes. Now he's got one person left, Danielle, who, he threw this competition. He threw a competition that could have kept his players safe.
Danielle,
he threw a competition He threw a competition that could have kept his players safe this week. Why is he throwing these competitions? You're a coach. Your point is to try. And he's saying, I want to keep the heat off of them. But he's going to be out the door, so it doesn't matter.
Listen, okay. I think Dan is thrilled to be in a house with girls that idolize him. And so he picked Kara and Danielle. And then, boom, Jody came out of nowhere and freaking knocked some sense into him. And it was too late.
I'm going to give
Jody, not Kalia.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm probably judging him on a personal note. I know Dan, I think he's a great guy.
She's judging him on the fact that she wants to fuck him as opposed to his coaching abilities.
Not true.
Yo, she did say Scott Baio looked like Dan earlier.
That's right.
I myself, my shit, because that is true. But you know what? I agree with Adam and June. I'm going to backpedal here a little bit. I agree with Adam and June.
Here it comes.
They had good. No, they had a very good point. And I'm saying that.
My reading for Dan is a one giant penis, one limp giant penis, because he couldn't even get it up for the girls. His coaching is absolutely horrific. Him throwing all these competitions, thinking that he's Dr. Will is a fucking joke. He needs to get the fuck off. He even told Danielle to throw the HOH. All right, he's doing a terrible job, and I hope to God he goes home this week. I think he sucks. He should have been a much better coach. He does have a business being there, unlike Britney, but he's done a horrible, horrible job. So it's either going to be one of Britney's players going home, leaving her with one, or Dan's going home, and Dan will be going home. Hopefully that's how it's going to be. Who's the next one? We got Janelle. Sheila, would you like to go last so you can listen to everybody before you make your judgment on Janelle's coaching ability this time?
I'm going to give her a good score, so just go ahead. You guys say what you're going to say. I like it.
June, go ahead. Go with Janelle. What do you think?
I'm going to give her a 4. And it's because she does what she needs to do for her team. And the only reason I don't give her higher is because she's too transparent and people are starting to get onto her game. But she handles her business.
Adam?
Good.
I'm also going to give her a 4. I think you saw her kick ass in the challenge, even though he won this, but she has her players playing good games, and they're not being seen as threats right now. So I think she'll be the last one to have all 3 people left on their team.
And Sheila, are you now ready to make a judgment that you've heard everyone else?
Yes. Whatever. I like Janelle, but we're not going to do personal level here. We're going to do playing the game. I'm going to give her a 4 because I think she has played smart. And I liked what she said after the competition was over with, that she said she wanted to keep Ashley safe. That was one of her players. I thought that was wonderful. And who she gave the have-nots to, they need to be the have-nots. So, yeah, I think she's playing a great game.
Okay, and me, myself, I am going to give Janelle a 3.5 lost competition so far this season. She lucked out with Boogie being a arrogant asshole, jumping off of the little beam before he hit the button. which was ridiculously stupid. But that's the arrogance of Boogie, right?
Right.
Daddy's home. Which who walks into the Big Brother house and says, "Daddy's home"?
Especially with his history.
He is a daddy, and this is the third time he's been on there. So
I would be less shocked if he would have went in and said, "Nephew's home." Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. I
really gotta Google this, huh?
You gotta Google it. I'm gonna let that go. Now, I think that Janelle's doing well. I like who she picked for putting him on slop, making him a have-not, whatever the fuck I call it. And that's one of the things that pushed Willie over the edge. And that's something that I would have done. That's just one thing I like about Janelle. Unlike Britney, she'll call you a bitch or an asshole to your face and say it to your face. Not in the diary room, not in the HOH, not away from you anywhere. She'll say what she feels about you to your face. And I can appreciate that. Last but not least, the arrogant orange popsicle. Mike Boogie. We're going to have Sheila go last on this one so she can form her opinion around everyone else's. So, June, go ahead. What do you think about Booger?
I'm going to give him a 4.5 because I've actually seen him impart some advice to his team members, and I think he makes some really valid points. And the thing is, he has studied game, and he does know what strategy is, and so I have to give him a little more credit. 4.5.
Okay, Adam, what do you think?
I'm going to give him a 4. Actually, no, I'm going to give him a 3. I think he's good at
he went back a whole point there.
Knowing when to step in and knowing when to step out, knowing when to coach and knowing when to let his players do their thing. But I was going to give him a 4 until I took the 1 point away for his arrogance and his fashion and jumping off that beam. Come on, bro, that was fucking stupid.
That jumping off that beam was absolutely ridiculous.
3 points away for that fashion statement. You know.
The glasses, the Greek fisherman hat, the baseball hat. The baseball hat looks so weird on his head. It looks like a conductor's hat. Am I wrong? It's so giant, it's like a Jiffy Pop popcorn thing sticking on his head. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Sheila, go ahead. What do you think about Boogie?
Oh God, what can I say about Boogie?
Coaching.
Coaching-wise, I'm going to say he's just okay. I'm going to give him a 3, 3.5. And I'm going to take away 2.5 points. I don't really care for Boogie. I don't care for him this season. As a coach, even as a player, if they change it up and they let him play, the only reason why I'm giving him a 3.5 is because of what he said about his kid when he saw a photo of his son. I thought that showed a real human side of him.
What is he going to say? Oh, there's my son. I wanted the chick to abort him, but she didn't. I'm not saying I don't know. I don't know. Listen.
No, but Sheila, he said that he wanted to see his son, but he said, but not too soon. I thought that was terrible.
Okay, you're right, June. You know what? I'm going to give him a 1.
He said not too soon, meaning he wants to win the show.
I know. I know.
Listen, I'm not. Hold on. My abortion comment. I don't want any shit from anybody. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is he's not married. It wasn't planned. Blah blah blah. He's supposed to say. What else is he supposed to say? He's getting credit for saying he wants to see his kid. Give me a fucking break.
But not too soon.
I don't even like my kid, and I say that I want to see her. What the hell is that? I'll get better points for that.
Well, everybody knows that, Dick.
I did not like.
Why don't they put fucking kids on the show like they did with me? Have Boogie and fucking Janelle's kid fucking battle it out in there. That's what I want to see.
Well,
I think that would be Little Brother.
They have Ian on there, and that's his little,
I'll bet you Boogie's son's penis is bigger than Ian's penis.
And are you going to measure them both and
June's
find
thinking
out?
about this. June's thinking about it.
Because my baby's like 4 months old, and I'm like thinking, okay, 4 months. Boogie's kid is like a year and a half. Ian's like 21. Like,
Hold on.
no, that's
not
G.
right.
What is that?
That's the top of my pen. That's G. I missed it. June said that's G. Oh, man. If anybody does not remember, G was June's ex in season 4. She's making fun of Asians having small penises. You're racist, June.
Yeah.
Is anyone like really into this Shane Danielle showmance?
No.
It's not a showman.
No. It's
No.
what is it? What is it? She's an idiot. She's not an idiot. Okay, let me take that back. Ashley, I think is an idiot.
3 degrees.
3 degrees of separation from no personality is what she is.
She just wants to be loved.
But don't you think
She just wants to be loved.
No, but she's following him around.
She's a crazy bitch.
She's trying so hard, and that's not. I mean, that doesn't the real world either. When the girl keeps calling you, the guy gets turned off by it. So Shane will dump her pretty damn soon.
Did you watch the live feed yesterday where she sat by herself for like 2 hours crying?
No,
This is the great job of coaching that Dan is doing.
If Danielle gets evicted, does that mean Dan leaves the house too? Is that how that works?
They haven't said anything, but
Allegedly.
I'm hoping that's the way it goes. Because if the coaches come into the game, I'm not going to watch Big Brother next season or any other season after this. I'm quitting.
Well, next
Ooh,
season
you heard it here.
that he would have to leave after all his players are gone.
They're going to bring somebody back. They might even bring 2 people back. Who the hell knows? I think that they should have a grab bag of past Big Brother players they can bring back. First outs. Who knows what they're going to do? But they lost 2 players. I bet that they're regretting sending Kalia 2.0 home in the first episode because they could use her filler space now since Willie Hands flew the coop. You know?
Literally, filler.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you know, if they bring anyone back, it's going to be Gijo after they've done America. They're going to appear in the Big Brother house again.
Oh, God, no, I'm not buying it. No, please, God, no. No. No more Gijo, no more Brensel, no more anyone that's 2 names combined into one. I'm done, okay? Adam didn't have his name combined with anybody.
Well, who could I have had my name combined with?
It would have been Tordum. It would have been Tordum.
Tordum.
Or it would have been Bacon. Bacon. I don't know.
It could have been Adamic. Me and Dominic.
No, I think Danielle beat you out on that showmance.
Yeah, exactly.
And that wasn't exactly like a really nice showmance either. Yeah. Anyhow, is Britney ever going to win a challenge? Did anyone besides me laugh when Britney came out of the couch? She came out, she's whipping everybody's ass, and then it's like, oh, buckle! I'm like,
she is her own worst enemy. She's her own worst enemy.
Was it her fault? I mean, it looks like this competition was set up for a midget. She was shorter than everybody. Yeah, she's doing her weird little hop thing on the beam, and I think that she even had to jump on everybody because she could keep one eye on her stack while she kept the other eye on the pile of money she was grabbing.
She was a bad version of MC Hammer.
she was kicking ass, and one little brain fart, and you guys all know those challenges are not easy to do, and you have to stay focused the whole time. And
That's true.
she got ahead of herself. She was in the lead. She was doing well. I did like. Oh, I'm gonna plug Ian again. I did love how Ian was explaining how
I
to
bet
keep the center of
plug Ian.
I
bet Boogie would
center
like to
of
plug
gravity. I liked how he was talking about the center of gravity with the stacking it up. Everybody that was watching it tonight was scratching their head like, what did he just say? I'm like, okay, whatever.
Every time Ian comes on with the diary room, my mind just tends to wander. I'm like, I'm just not interested in this guy. I'm not. I'm sorry. He's like the pathetic little puppy dog. They cast him. Why they cast him, we all know it. June, you watch Survivor. I know Adam watches Survivor. Do you watch Survivor, Sheila?
No.
Okay, they cast him to be the Cochrane, right?
Yeah.
Or wrong?
Right.
They cast him to be Cochrane because Cochrane ended up being very popular, so they want him to be Cochrane. I just think he's geeky and dorky, and I just think he took a spot. I don't know. I'm not a fan. What about Boogie dressing him up? Boogie gives him a bow tie to go on his date with. Boogie gives him a Greek fisherman hat to wear. This is really getting weird. It's really getting weird. Does anybody else see this?
Wait, and him kicking
weird.
himself in the face wasn't weird?
Well, I mean, they've taken enough from Survivor already. They took a hand. Now there's this thing called like exemption, which is immunity. I mean, Cochrane, Ian, like they're stealing from Survivor. They're running out of ideas.
Yeah, I agree. And they're bringing people back every season like Survivor. And like Amazing Race, because it's all CBS reality shows. Yeah. That's what they're doing.
You know, Julie, at some point, when someone wins HOH, she's going to be like, this thing, fucking Probst and shit. That's that.
What's this thing? I missed it. What's this?
When someone wins, like, the immunity idol, or immunity. Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't think Julie's going to have to copy anyone because she's fucking the head of CBS. We won't go into that. I know June has a lot of energy on this subject right here. So we're going to go ahead and skip on this one. How great was it when you guys in your season, we had one competition in our season where we could target people from the other alliance or whatever to be on slop for the week. Did that happen in your guys' seasons? Where you got to pick actually who goes, peanut butter and jelly or whatever it is.
It was for people.
No, the only time that happened on our season, Jeff was HOH, and we came inside and like, okay, Jeff, pick 3 people to be have-nots, which I thought that was totally unfair. You should have to earn it or lose it.
Too. Yeah. That was wrong. There's a lot of fucked up things about last season, and I'm getting kind of fed up with Big Brother, but that was one of the things that was fucked up. In my season 8, there was a competition. It was like a 3D puzzle where we had to put, because ours was Alice in Wonderland, we had the 3D egg puzzle that we had to put together, and whichever team of 2 put it together the quickest, they got to pick who went on slop. And actually, the night before that, I sat down with my alliance. At that time, I was still with the late night crew, the LNC, and talked about if we have a chance to put these people on slop, who we're going to put on slop was, Nick and Zach and Kale or Jen, or I don't remember. And there was like one person left over, and I actually volunteered to go on slop because I hadn't been on slop yet. So we had it all planned out, and that's exactly what happened with this competition. And I love what Janelle did, where she put all of Britney's team on slop, and if it was me, I would have went. And as a matter of fact, Willie, you're on slop too, bitch. Just to them push him over the edge.
They didn't show Ian volunteering, and Janelle said, "Okay, sorry, Ian." Well, they didn't show it though. Janelle said, "I'm sorry, Ian, I got to pick you," but they even referenced it during the episode.
Yeah,
but they referenced it.
Yeah.
So bad editing by CBS. Thumbs down to CBS for that one.
CBS sucked tonight. Period. CBS seriously sucked.
This episode could have been so great. They did not show. If anyone is watching, that we heard everything. The feeds went out for like 6 hours. Okay, we all like, holy shit, Willie's getting kicked out of the house. When they came back on, then the house guest starts recapping what went on. And we all know that Willie took a handful of pork rinds and threw them in Janelle's face, called her a bitch and a cunt. And
which Ian's going on eBay after the show.
Yeah,
Ian's selling his pork rinds.
He probably has them in his pants right now. He's going to put them up on Wikipedia. This guy is like, guy's too much. He's like, Willie's going to have an orange stripe across his Wikipedia forever because he got kicked out of the house. And it's like, Ian, I think that you're going to have a big vagina put across your Wikipedia because you're one of the biggest pussies that has ever been in the house.
I wanted to see I wanted to see the DR with Allison and Willie. That would have been some good stuff for CBS's show, but they dropped the ball on that one. Just
no, they
go
never
out
do
the
that.
store,
The only time that
down.
they ever did that was with Shima.
Right, and I wanted to hear the explanation of it. So.
Well, they didn't.
Well, the explanation was Willie was looking for. Willie went up, and what I saw on the feeds before the feeds cut was Willie going to the HOH. That scene where he goes up to the HOH and he said, "Don't take it out on Shane, don't take it out on JoJo, but I'm getting evicted out of here before the eviction." And that's when it cut. The first, Willie, I'm talking to you, motherfucker. You don't lose your shit before the POV, motherfucker. I mean, you could have waited till the POV, right?
Which, once again, he's not a Big Brother fan. He's not watched these seasons.
Right.
He said he's a Big Brother fan.
He's not a Big Brother fan. If you saw him in his preseason interviews, his favorite player was Danielle. His least favorite player was me. And he wishes that Dominic didn't come back in the house. He watched last season because they told him, you're going to be on next season. Start watching. But he says he's watched for years. He didn't know shit. He didn't know the game. So you know what? I'm so glad that he talked all this shit about me being a sucky player, and he got himself out the door. So at the end of the day, who's laughing? Me.
This doesn't change the fact that you are a sucky player, Adam. Okay? This doesn't change the fact of that.
I'd rather be a sucky player than a quitter. I'd rather be a sucky player who lost fair and square than fucking quit the game. There are people out there that try so hard to get on. He was given this opportunity, and he fucked it over, so fuck him for that.
Well, Britney sucked as a coach because she didn't coach him on what the fuck to do before POV.
Exactly.
Horrible.
Yes,
Horrible.
Ian,
Britney is sitting here saying that she's separating herself from him. She's telling the people on his team, on her team, not to associate with him. Don't go anywhere with him. Instead of trying to do damage control, it's your player, bitch. You know, you fix it. He fucks it up, you fix it. You do whatever you can. If I look at it like this. First off, me and June both agree on this. Neither one of us would ever do this season as a coach for $100,000.
Yeah.
No, it would never happen.
Yeah, no kidding.
But if I was in there coaching Willie, there's no way this would have went down. Because I wouldn't have been egging Willie on. I wouldn't have been antagonizing him. I would have been talking him off the ledge, saying this could be one of my best players, and if nothing else, he's a sacrificial lamb. Okay, let's get him through this week, then they'll take him out next week. You know, so she's just Britney's terrible.
Shit about him. She's talked shit about him to everybody in the house.
She was talking to him like it was his mother spanking a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it was awful.
Really?
No, it was awful.
No, but even a mother shouldn't talk to their child like that.
Well, no kidding. And she was really talking down to him. I hated that. I hated every bit of it. I don't know.
Now, Britney, here's another thing. I'm jumping on top of this dog pile on Britney that I started. You know, Britney goes and she says, you know, he could have went out, Big Brother, with class. But let's go back to season 12, okay? I don't have the clip, but anybody watching, everyone in this video chat right here that we're talking has seen it when the brigade decided to break the news to Britney that she was going home. Britney was like, not quite understanding. It wasn't really going in. And she's like, like a dog that's confused, tipping her head back and forth, scratching it. Are you serious? Really? So I'm going home? I wasted my whole summer! You know, and then she's in the diary room trying to self-evict. They have to talk her off of the ledge. You know, she's somebody that got played the entire season. You know, and then she has the gall to talk shit about somebody else that's like quitting the game. And he used the Joe calling him a pussy after Willie called everybody else in the house a pussy. What'd you call me? You called me a pussy? How does somebody that short headbutt somebody?
He jumped. We saw it.
I don't understand. Was it? Oh, he jumped? Is that what it was? I kind of missed it. I'm like trying to tweet and trying to take notes.
He headbutt somebody with a visor on. He had a hat on. He had a cap on. How did he do that?
No, he went underneath it.
Was it a head? Was it a head to titty butt? Or was it actually a head butt?
It was actually a face butt. It was a face butt.
I want to see some replay on that.
Now, wait a minute. How funny was this? Ready? Come on, put him up! Put him up!
Joe, what the hell? Where did Joe learn how to fight? Where the hell did you learn how to fight?
I'm surprised he didn't go to school boxing.
I learned how to fight in sex school! Come on! My rock'em sock'em robot!
You want a little bit of this? You want a little bit of that? Come on, you want a little bit of this? Yeah, you think so.
that was at least with Cappy in season 6. You know, I expected Cappy was going to throw a punch. I thought somebody was going to go down, right? I mean, there was no chance of like. Was it really a headbutt? Did it even leave a mark?
It was with his feet.
I want to know.
But what?
I would have went into the diary room and said
Yeah.
I was trying to give him a kiss and apologize. You know?
Yeah, why are you being homophobic? You didn't let me kiss him. You guys are homophobes.
Well, Dick, why did Jordan get to stay after she chest bumped Russell and now
double standard?
You know, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Because Russell didn't grab his nose like Joe did right after.
Exactly. He didn't grab his chest.
So speaking of Joe, is Joe always on the sauce? Joe, it sounds like he's fucked up all the time. It reminds me of like W.C. Fields. You know, he's into the cooking sherry all the time. Something's going on, but the guy, like, there's something just sideways about Joe. Besides the fact that he lies about everything.
He's playing a character and he's trying to get on like the Food Network or something along those lines. He's really pushing to try to get like a cooking show, and that's the problem. He's never going to drop that act.
I don't want him cooking anything for me.
That's going to get him a cooking show.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, to be like
I said.
a fighting chef. Come on! Come on! What are we? It's chicken today! Come on, chicken! Pull my head.
Oh my God. That's going to be like classic.
You want some of this?
Okay, I went over that. The last thing that I have on my notes is after the quote unquote fight, you can't call it a fight.
No.
The stare down, I don't know, a midget butt, whatever it was. Britney's crying. She's crying and she's crying and she's crying. It's just every episode. I hate Britney more every episode. I can't help myself. There's nothing I like about her. There's just nothing I like about her.
Dude,
Somebody help
when
me.
she was
Can
crying,
you give me a reason to like her?
when she was crying and Jen was like, do you need a pillow? I was like, yes, fucking suffocate her with that shit. Like, give her a fucking pillow already.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Good Lord. No, I loved Britney. I loved Britney during her season because she gave good diary room and she made me laugh and she's catty like me. Yeah, but come on, as a coach and as a player, it's so frustrating to watch her. So frustrating.
Or should we say, as Danielle would say, so frustrating. Sorry, I'm taking digs at my own daughter now. I know this is about time to wrap it up.
This is bad.
I know Adam has something to say about Britney. Go ahead, pour out your undying love for Britney.
No. I actually thought that the scene you were talking about with Jen, I was so glad to see Jen get some airtime. She's the metalhead, the rocker from New York. But
are you so disappointed in this girl, Jen?
Yeah, big time.
I honestly, she's playing a great game. She's playing my game.
She's not playing.
Hold on,
She's not playing.
What game?
This is
Exactly.
June, you have to take the source it's coming from.
Well, I was making that as a joke. Come on. She's not.
No,
But she doesn't need to. She doesn't need to.
As much as people said you didn't do anything, Adam, like, Jen is not doing anything.
Right.
There's a big difference between you and Jen. I can't believe I'm defending you.
Danielle's not doing a goddamn thing.
Not a thing.
The funniest thing that I've seen, the funniest thing I saw Jen do, we're gonna end this. We got like a little feedback going on, but the funniest thing I've seen Jen do so far is she shares a bed with Frank, and Frank puts me to shame when it comes to farting. This guy, I saw the sheets were like, the sheets are like this. Jen jumps up. I've never seen a woman, and I know she's lesbian, but this has nothing to do with it. She jumps up, and she fixes her balls every time. I've never seen a chick like go and act like she's fixing her balls as much as this chick.
What about
do you know the scene I'm talking about, Adam?
I heard about it. I did not see it. I missed that piece. But yeah, this guy keeps farting like crazy, man.
There's people on message boards that have Jen adjusting her nuts as their avatar. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, poor Jen.
All right, so any final thoughts from anyone before we call this a show?
Well, I got one question, and Dick, let me ask you. I'm sorry, ladies. They're down to 9 people. Is this the jury?
I think people are going to be coming back somehow or another. Well, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see very soon. You know, it's Big Brother. They can do whatever they want. June, go ahead.
No, I think the coaches are going in. But my question was, I want Frank to put up Danielle and then for Danielle to leave just so we can see what happens to Dan, because then we'll know whether or not coaches really go home or they get to come back in the game.
Yes, that's one very good point. I'm hoping that Danielle gets sent home just to send her home because she's a waste of space. And because Dan is sucking so bad at coaching that I would like to see him leave as well, to be honest with you. And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Dan's coaching sucks more dick than Chelsea did in season 9 of Big Brother.
Oh, good Lord.
Sheila, any final thoughts?
No, I just wanted to know, how old is Ian?
21.
21.
He is 21. Wow, he looks really young.
You want him?
No, not
Hey,
young.
you were talking about doing the MILF videos.
I like men. I don't like boys.
No, but if he needs his cherry popped, I would totally let him come to Belgium.
Wow.
I would take care of him.
Really? Oh, God, June.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't do it personally. I have a whole house.
She'd be like this.
Yeah.
She'd be reading the newspaper, jacking them off, you know.
No, I have a whole house of bitches in the next town that I could hire.
Hey, also, Dick, I just wanted to say one more thing. Don't forget, every Tuesday on Super Pass, you catch me and Matt Hoffman doing Rants and Roars every Tuesday, 6 p.m.
I'm really sorry, but Super Pass can also suck my dick. I fucking hate those fucking pieces of shit. So fuck Super Pass. And
June, I'm liking your rankings every week. I'm liking it.
Thanks.
Keep it up.
I would read those, but I don't go on Super Pass. What?
Dick, I've got a final thought and a shout out to Reality Totes. You know about the bags that they're raising money for a charity for children?
Yes.
I'm going to do a bag, and they're going to be putting it up online. So that's realitytotes.com, I think. And so be looking out for that because I hope a bunch of people bid on it and, you know, they can make some money. For the
So make sure, realitycoach.com.
Yeah.
I know that is a good call. You have checked it out, I'm assuming. No more of these bogus causes like Nikki from the Vegas Bash, that stupid bitch.
This is something legit and it's for children. And so I'm doing that and probably be up online next week.
Okay, we got to wrap this up. We're way over time. I think we're like 20 minutes over, but it was a big episode. I want to thank Bacon Boy for coming down, Snarky Afternoon from Belgium, and Sheila, the penthouse pet of 1963. 1983. I'm only kidding.
That was when you were, whatever.
Guys, when I was born, 63.
No.
All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
We'll have you back again soon.